All right, this is Liberty stock number 50792. It's a 3/8 inch capacity by 12-inch stroke Eldorado model M375-1001 single spindle gun drilling machine with an Eldorado F55 high pressure coolant system and power bushing.
Yeah, I was going to show this eventually. I just have nowhere to put it right now. So when we get to it, anyhow, we'll lay it up there. We do have documentation on the machine coming around. Yeah, so yeah, watch your step. But that's my temp line in on the floor at 480 volts. Beezer oiler set up, all running right. The air package coming across to the four-way solenoid valve for a clamp unclamp, which is all functional. Right next to that. It's an air pressure switch. There's your clamp up over there. We left the tooling on here. Don't know what they were doing exactly. We've got the other guard off too, so we can kind of see from that angle when I'm running it. I just left this off. So they're both here. High pressure system. Like I said, we got schematics in here for the machine and PLC, and the system speaks for itself.
Okay.
And the front panel, and we showed down low, of course, you got the flow miner on there, motor, and like I said, we got the bellows off. They're here too, but we just put them on the side with the cover so we can kind of see. I'll pop the cabinet open once maybe. You can take a look at that. We got the freak drive for the spindle down there, and the servo amp for the feed package. And those are all my jumpers hanging on there so that we can get around high pressure switches and such, so we can run this now. And I'll turn it on. Bring up the display. That's on. I don't know, does the camera see it? Otherwise, I'll just kind of explain it. But yeah, on the menu, what you're able to do here, I'll just kind of go over it cursory. But you can set the feed rate, and I might even be able to show it here. I don't know if, like I said, if it comes up. Let me see, I think, let me go the other way. Set parameters, set feed rate, it's got that one. It's got depth set now. Now that option is not currently operational because, as you can see, it's using a dog rail. So we stop our cycle on the front and rear dogs right there, which we'll do in a minute. They've got it on the display, but it's not being used at this time. Okay. And there was one more, I think. Oh, it's spindle speed, right? Yeah, where's the other one at? Set spindle RPM. So if I jump into that, you decide what ratio you're doing, and you go one more. And right now we're currently at 1500 RPM. I could lower it down to 1470, just that simple. And if I just bring it down like that, it's 1440. That's as low as it'll go on that. 1500, 1530. Enter that, and there's our new spindle speed. And and then you can monitor it too. If you hit this guy here, load and thrust. Monitor, I believe. Yeah, there's spindle load as it's running. Like our spindle load right now is 1%. Our feed thrust is 0%. So you can monitor that on the fly. And there's a couple of other windows that are user definable. But the main two are, of course, your spindle speed and your feed rate. So I'm going to get out of that and try a couple of things manually. We're good to go there. Clamp unclamp is right here. And the chuck does chuck unchuck or clamp unclamp with the spindle on. So you'll hear that turn on briefly, but this is what I'm going to open right here. So kind of coming on this angle. And in manual, I'm kind of in manual right now. And then unclamp is here. Do one more clamp. And unclamp. Yeah, there's not much to play with. Other than that, there's tool change, which lets me go back behind the switch for tool change, just like what it says it is. But I am not going to do that. I'm pretty far back already. There is a feed rate. As you can see, I'm feeding at the aforementioned, I think I'm at 2.5 inches per minute. That's what we're going at. There's my feed dial. And back. Oh wait, back is back, reverse, sorry. Yeah. And here's our jog. Hit the front switch. That just works nice. Hit. And there. And that's it. Other than that, just to keep it basic, I'm gonna switch it over to auto cycle, which is process ready. Hit the dual palms, spindle comes on, clamp works, it moves forward and does its cycle. We can do a couple, it only takes a few seconds. I've got it really moving just for the sake of our video here, so. There is a time delay at the beginning, 3 seconds or 2, I think, but that's settable, all user definable. Give it a few seconds for the high pressure coolant to come on. And there's a dwell right at the end too, which is 2 or 3 seconds. Again, I forget where I've got it set at, but both of those are user definable. Dwell at the beginning, dwell at the end. Let's do it again, you'll see it. One more? They're pretty fast. Yeah, 1550 RPM. Is that where we left it? I forget already.